All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode on Airway Trade. It's currently Sunday here in Lagos, Nigeria. So happy Sunday, happy new week. Okay, in case you are new here, this is a top-down analysis for this week. These are the markets I'm interested in for this week. So we are currently on a 2 week winning streak. Let's get down to it. First trade on my list this week. First market I'm looking out for Euro AUD. Euro AUD, we tried selling Euro AUD last week, which we didn't get, but we sold last 2 weeks, and this gave us a 1 to 3. So this week I'm looking to sell Euro AUD. Why? Why the sudden change? So the change is not all of a sudden. We are having the 3 time frame bearish. This being our lower low on the 4 hour, lower low. This being our lower high. We have a shifting structure on the 4 hours already. On the daily, we also have a shifting structure. On the daily, this is now our lower low. This is our lower high. Previously, this was our higher high. Then this was our higher low. Now we have this market body close below that low. Now we are having a new lower low. We are having a new lower high. Coming down to weekly. On the weekly, we are still bullish on the weekly. This has been our higher high. This has been our higher low. Is this a retest to continue the trend to the upside? I guess we'll find out this week. So we are at a very clean support and resistance zone. Whenever the market is below this area, this zone I highlighted, we are having that area acting as a what? As a resistance. But whenever we break above, it's acting as a support. Whenever we are above that zone, it's acting as a support. But whenever we are below, acting as a resistance. Whenever we are above, as a support. Whenever we are below, as a resistance. So right now on the weekly, we have already broken below, coming down to the daily. On the daily, on the other hand, whenever we are below, as a resistance. But whenever we are above, as a support. Whenever we are below, resistance. Whenever we are above this zone, as a support. Okay, whenever we are above this zone, as a support. Whenever we are below, acting as a resistance. So this is literally what we are banking on. I'm banking on this market to break out. So this way, what I'm looking for is to continue the trend. Okay, to go with the trend. What I do is I simply trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. So what I'm waiting for is a breakout at the retest. I'll go in for a continuation of this trend, of this downward trend. The next trade on my list is GBP AUD. I'm still looking to buy simply because we are having 2 time frame bullish on the daily and on the 4 hour. 4 hour, this has been our 4 hour is bearish. Coming down to the daily. The daily is still bullish. We are having higher high, higher low. On the weekly, we are also having higher high, and this has been our higher high, this is our higher low, and we are at a very clean support and resistance. Whenever we are below this area, this zone is acting as a resistance. Break below, retest, resistance. Whenever we are above, break above, retest, support, resistance, support, resistance. Whenever we are below this zone, resistance. So this is pretty straightforward, very straightforward on daily. On the daily, we are also having this area acting as a support. This is a very clean support and resistance zone. So what I'm simply waiting for is a breakout of that zone, coming down to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we are bearish. So what I'm simply waiting for is a push up to the upside. Once we have that push, we're going to have a shifting structure on the 4 hour. 4 hour is going to now be bullish. Then as at the breakout retest, we're going on the continuation of this trend. Okay, Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. I have had 2 losses on Euro USD. Had 1 loss. Okay, trying to sell with the head and shoulder pattern. Last week I had another loss. I'm simply waiting for this market to break out of the zone. Coming down to the weekly, we have now something about Euro USD. I think we are going to have that breakout this week. Okay, we are having a 3 time frame bearish. This has been our lower low on the weekly. This has been our lower high. And we are at a very, very clean support and resistance zone. And I like the fact that weekly has closed below, which was one of my confluence, one of my reasons that I was looking to sell. Okay, close below, retest, weekly indecision, then coming down to the daily. On the daily, we are at a very clean support and resistance. So you can see whenever the market is above this area as a support, but whenever the market break below, retest is acting as a resistance. So right now, support as at the zone. Support, so resistance at that zone. So right now what I'm waiting for, we already have a bearish engulf on the daily, just waiting for a breakout coming down to the 4 hour. Coming down to the 4 hour, we are also bearish on the 4 hour. This has been our lower low, this has been our lower high. So what I'm simply waiting for is for this market to break out of this zone. As I retest, I'll be going in for a sell continuation. Note that this zone right here is the neckline of the 4-hour head and shoulder pattern. So I'm going to see a clear breakout. Once I have that clear breakout at the retest, I'll be going in. So I have 3 more markets to go. Stay tuned for my next video. Okay, that's coming soon after this. All right, and if you want to trade live for me, you know what to do. Peace out. I'll see you in my next video.